Chapter 32 Manifestation of Vakratunda. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Mudgalacharya said, O Daksha, listen, O learned one, I shall tell you the important actions of the Devas. Thereafter, briefly. After the illustrious Muni Dattatreya left, Shankara contemplated on Ganesha and sent for Brahma and other Devas. He said, O Vishnu, O Vidhi, Devas, ascetics and rishis, listen to a benevolent advice. Dattatreya has suggested a remedy which will rid us of our sorrows. Therefore, all of us must please Vignapa with the japa. Japa is an ancient practice in which a mantra or the name of a deity is recited either silently or aloud, of the single-syllabled Ekakshara mantra of Ganesha. All of them agreed wholeheartedly, inspired by Shiva's words. O Muni, they commenced the ritualistic meditation on the single-syllabled Ekakshara mantra with devotion. Shiva and other devas observed austere penance and commenced meditation of Ganesha, the Lord of all. Some sat in Padmasana, lotus pose, some others sat in Virasana, hero pose, still others sat in Swastikasana, auspicious pose. Seated in different asanas, yogic postures, they meditated. O Prajapati, some fasted, some survived eating leaves, some subsisted on air, some others performed pranayama, some lived only on water, some stood on tip of their toes of one leg. Some observed Manasa Puja, some performed puja with different flowers, some performed only circumambulations. In this manner, various rituals were observed by the different devas. They observed penance and performed the constant japa of the mantra methodically to please him. The effulgent, valiant Vakratunda was pleased after 1,000 heavenly years of penance, 360,000 human years. Ganadipa manifested before the Devas and Rishis. He was effulgent and the personification of the Supreme Divine Being. Gajanana was mounted on a lion with an elephant trunk. His ears were like the winnowing fans. He had 4 hands and held a binding rope, pasha, and a controlling goad, ankusha, in his 2 hands. Lower right hand was an abhaya mudra, offering protection and fearlessness, and the left lower hand was in varada mudra, fulfilling all dharmic desires. Siddhi, success, was on the left thigh, and buddhi, intellect, on the right thigh of the Supreme Lord. He was wearing the 1,000-headed Sheshanaga around his waist like a belt. He was wearing another huge serpent as a sacred thread, Yagnopavita. A crown adorned his head and he had worn earrings and a bracelet around his wrist. The Chintamani gem adorned his chest. He was embellished with different ornaments. Such was his incredible countenance. The Parameshwara was effulgent. He was carrying a blue lotus in his trunk. This was how he manifested. The Devas and Brahmins were terrified of his form. They thought, what an astonishing luminance! It resembles the fire of annihilation. Is this truly the Lord Ganaraja who has manifested, or has fate imposed this untimely annihilation? Such speculations of fallacy arose in the minds of the Devas and Munis. Just then, Vakratunda Gajanana said in a loud, thunderous voice, he said, O fortunate Devas and Munis, it is me, Ganesha, who is pleased and has manifested. I am he upon whom you were continuously meditating. I am pleased with your penance, japa of the king of mantras and uninterrupted meditation. I have manifested to grant you a boon. Let there be no doubts. Mudgalacharya continued the narration saying, listening to the words of Vakratunda, the rishis and munis were ecstatic and bowed to him. They prayed to Vakratunda to assume a milder form as they were blinded by the luminosity. Listening to their prayers, Lord Ganesha assumed a smaller, softer, less luminous, gentler form. They could visualize his form with their eyes. They bowed to the less luminous form and said, "O Lord, we are blessed." Thereafter they offered puja, observing Shodashopachara 16 rituals as prescribed with faith and loving devotion. The assembly of the gods sang auspicious songs in praise of Ganesha. With their hands joined in all humanity, they bowed with tears of joy, body enraptured. The darshana felt like festivity. They composed his praise and extolled him as per their capacity. To Vakratunda, to Gajavaktra, we bow to you. We bow to you, Ekadanta, one with a single tusk. We worship you, the foremost. You are without attributes, Nirguna, without a form, Nirakara, four-armed, Chaturbhuja, who rides the lion. To the one who has worn the king of Nagas around his Nabi, we bow to you. O infinite one, to the one who is boundless, to the one who is difficult to be seen or perceived, we bow to you. To the one who carries the binding rope and the controlling goad, Pasha and Ankusha, whose sacred thread is a Naga, we bow to you. To the one who bestows fearlessness and boons, to the consort of Siddhi and Buddhi, to the one who is the form of divinity and who confers divinity on the devotees, we bow to you. You are the form of Shambhu, we bow to you. You are the form of Vishnu, we bow to you. You are the form of Vidhata and the form of Surya, we bow to you. You are the form of Shakti, we bow to you. You are the form of Daityas and Danavas, to the form of Devas, the form of the birds, the form of a parrot, we bow to you. You are the form of planets and constellations, we bow to you. We bow to the form of creepers and trees. We bow to the form of mountains. You are the form of streams, rivers, and oceans. We bow to you. You are the form of aquatic creatures, the form of the serpents. We bow to you. You reside in the 84 lakh different species. We bow to you. You are the form of the animate and inanimate. We bow to you. You are the one in diverse subdivisions. Our salutations to you. You are the form of karma and akarma, we bow to you. You are the form of vikarma, we bow to you. You are essence of jnana yoga. You are the bearer of the form of atma, we bow to you. You are inherently swasamvedya, we bow to you. You are always established in yoga, we bow to you. You are support of all, we bow to you. You are the form of Shabda Brahma, we bow to you. You assume various forms due to Maya. You are the essence or Atma of Maya. We bow to you. You who are unaffected by Maya, you are the one who enchants the illusory. We bow to you. You are the cause of all. We bow to you. Prostrations to the one who has created the gross and subtle, different types of creation, yet you are devoid of differences. We bow to you. You are endowed with differences and non-differences. You are boundless and infinite. We bow to you. You are the bestower of boons to your devotees. You are the protector of your devotees. We bow to you. Salutations to Paresha, the Supreme Lord, to the unchangeable Ganesha. We bow to you. To Ganesha, to Yogadisha, we bow to you. O Ganesha, where even the Vedas, the auxiliary Vedas, and the yogis are incapable of extolling you adequately, how can we praise you? Sorrow is caused by Maya or ignorance in the minds of all. Brahma is therefore difficult to comprehend by ignorant people. Knowledge of Brahma is the destroyer of sorrow, but it is not easy for the Jivatma. It is difficult to accomplish. The path to accomplish is tortuous. Hence, this knowledge is called Vakra, tortuous or crooked. Hence, the ignorant Jivatma, the individual souls, are devoid of knowledge, and the learned have called him Vakra. By the union of Maya and the divine face, which is the form of Brahma, the Supreme Ganesha is formed. Peace, created by this union, by the comprehension of this form, is established in the hearts of the yogi. In the body of Gajanana, Brahma is the face or Vakra. The rest of the body is Maya. The union of both is Vakratunda. We have been blessed with the darshan of such a supreme Vakratunda, the embodiment of yoga. We are blessed to invoke you by singing stotras. We have been blessed to offer our salutations, hence we are accomplished. Blessed are our eyes, our birth, our wealth, our knowledge, our penance, because of which we could perceive you, O Gajanana. O Lord, if you are pleased and wish to grant an auspicious boon, please grant us steadfast devotion at your body, at your holy lotus feet. O Lord, you fulfill all the wishes of your devotees. So we have one more wish. O Vakratunda, please destroy Matsarasura. O Vignapa, he has inflicted immense sufferings on the whole world and all of us. Kill the mighty Daitya. By killing him, you will be doing us a great favor. Extolling thus the Devas and Rishis bound to Gajanana, Vakratunda stood them up and said, "The stotra composed by you is excellent and will bestow all siddhis. O illustrious one, it will bestow fulfillment of all desires. O Devas and Rishis, I shall kill Matsarasura. I am pleased with your devotion. This world is made up of 5 elements, Pancha Mahabhutas, and endowed with the 3 gunas, attributes of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Just as he is enveloped in the 8 sheaths, the universe is also covered in the 8 sheaths. The gods of all humans, Nagas and all the animate and inanimate beings are also enveloped in the 8 sheaths. Hence, Matsara does not fear any of them. Even though the destruction of Matsara appears difficult, O Devas and Brahmins, I shall do what is needed." Thus ends the 32nd chapter, titled Manifestation of Vakratunda, in the first khanda of the Purana Upanishad, Srimad Mudgal Puran, describing the legend of Vakratunda, dedicated to Sri Gajanana. End of chapter 32.